Welcome back to Access Anime. I'm Henshin Ikeda, and today we're going to be reviewing Naruto Shippuden episode 281. Now, if you're a hardcore Naruto's fan, this is a filler episode, so you may just want to pass it by. But if you're still hanging in there and you want to see the rest of the review, well, here I go. We're taken back to the hidden village of Blue Leaf, and we're with Konohamaru. This is his little side story. You open up the episode where he's with his friends and Taku's basically taking a leak on a few bugs. He's a little kid, and his sister's like, "What are you doing?" And then we're taken to the assembly hall where Ebitsu, which was the guard, one of the guards, I guess, that protected Konohamaru when his grandfather was alive. I guess he's now put in charge of the village as like a temp leader. And this is the funny part. They have something called the Leaf's Moms Association. It's kind of funny, really. I guess the moms have their own protective association, and they're like the sub-defenders of the hidden village. But this was again a filler, so there's nothing special really about it in my opinion, other than you get to see Konohamaru do the Rasengan, which only Jirai, Naruto, and himself can do, and a fourth person can do. So I guess this was worth it if you wanted to see Konohamaru use the Rasengan. But other than that, it wasn't that special in my opinion. His friends, Konohamaru's friends, each see something different when they go to the forest after they leave the little committee meeting they had. And they each see something different except for Konohamaru because he's still in the village. You have Musi. She sees, I guess, someone on fire. No, she doesn't see someone on fire. That was actually Udon. Udon sees like it was collecting herbs, mushrooms, and they are like on fire. I guess he sees fire. He depicts it differently because when they actually find out what's happening, it's something totally different. Now Musi, she's collecting herbs because I guess her mom's sick. She ends up seeing what appears to be a bear with tails. Or was it ninjas? See, this is where it's like a little confusing because they each see something different. And I guess a third girl walks in and tells Konohamaru that she sees these big giant monsters, like big guys. Now, out of each one of their stories, only one of them is actually true because there's actually a circus in town called the Illusion Circus. They're like running from the freezing hidden village. I guess they're running from that particular village. And again, it's a circus. You have a bear, which was supposedly be the bear with the tails, and then you have these gymnasts that are like they're acrobats that are in the air. That was supposedly the ninjas that one of the kids actually saw. So each kid saw something different, and they misinterpreted it when they were telling Konohamaru. So they got Konohamaru all powered up, like, okay, I'm gonna go in there, we're gonna check it out, and I guess he had a confrontation with another kid because the other kid was like, "Well, we're just kids. We can't really do anything, and you're no Hokage." And you know, Naruto, he used to be a zero at the academy, but now he's a hero. So just because you know people doesn't mean you have these connections aren't what they used to be. You know, you have to make your own name for yourself. And they have a little fight, that a kid and Konohamaru, and Konohamaru actually steps it up. He stops the kunai knife with his hand and he starts bleeding, and you have to have the will of fire. He keeps saying that because that's what his grandfather said. You have to have the will of fire. It gets kind of annoying to keep hearing it, but he's a lot more mature than what he used to be back in the original Naruto series, so I'll give him props for that. And after that, Konohamaru goes out. He checks each one of these alleged reports, and out of all of them, this little girl was the only one that had the real report, because when he heads back with his head down because he found out all these reports were not true, this little girl's report about the big guys, these monsters, like smashing trees and whatnot, was actually true, except, here's the kicker, they were sumo wrestlers. Yeah, these sumo wrestlers were going to take the Hidden Leaf Village by surprise since, you know, all the fathers, all the ninjas are gone. Big mistake there, because the Leaf Moms Association, they got their ladles and, you know, whatever utensils you can think of, and they're prepped and ready to attack. And so are the kids that are of the village as well. They're out there as well. And at the end, after you see all the moms fighting off the wrestlers, the sumo wrestlers, the sumo wrestlers start fleeing, Konohamaru jumps in front of them and uses a Rasengan, which is pretty cool. And now he's being paraded like Naruto was when he saved the village. And all these kids have, I guess, not sworn an oath to him, but it's like they openly admit you're our real leader. Naruto's got nothing on you. I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? Naruto's got everything on you, man. You don't even got a Jinkai in you. You got nothing. But you know, this was Konohamaru's episode, so he had his time in the spotlight. That's all I can say. And at the end of the episode, past the credits, we know the next episode we get to see more Naruto. We're back into the war. There's no more fillers. At least, hopefully, no more fillers. But I'm not gonna say this wasn't a horrible episode, but it's a filler, so I'm not gonna rate this because you know what? I don't rate fillers. Fillers to me leave a bad taste in your mouth because you feel like you were robbed of a good episode that's supposed to be, you know, better. You're supposed to keep up to date on stuff. This was a setback. You didn't really learn anything other than Konohamaru he's still good with his Rasengan, but that's about it. So again, I'm not going to rate this, but definitely comment down below if you actually thought this was worth watching. You know, if this episode was something you watched, you know, comment down below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Definitely subscribe. Check my Twitter out. Follow me if you want. And that pretty much ends it for this review. I was a little disappointed with it, but you know, fillers are fillers. Now, moving on. I might be doing Zombie Loan later on today, but I'm not gonna. Don't hold me to it, because I saw another good anime that I might start, and I'll probably go from there. But anyways, that ends it for this review. This ends it for the clip. So without further ado, you can't stop the access, but you can most definitely watch the feed. I'll see you guys later.